to Through the Lens, where we take a deeper look not just on the face value of hardworking individuals, but in depth. Persons who would have had significant achievement or persons who face difficulties, be it health complications, failed relationships, childhood trauma, financial hardship, or abuse. I'm your host, Kalia Johnson, and with me today is Matthew Thomas. Hello, Matthew.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Kalia. What's up?
Matthew is one of those persons who is new and fresh to our Explorer family, and he works behind the scenes. So now we're going to be taking a look at who Matthew really is. Matthew, who are you?
Well, I am a boy. I can tell you that. But if I must say, all jokes aside, I am I would say a talented young man.
Yeah.
People have told me. I've seen for myself, but I am somebody who's passionate about music, passionate about cinematography. You know, yeah. In the least words, that's what I can say right now.
So Matthew, what was your childhood like? Because I know you have a lot of background in not just communication, but also music. So
Right.
what was your childhood like? Because for those who don't know this context, I've known Matthew since 2014. So tell us about your childhood, Matt.
All right. So I think my childhood was pretty okay. Regular child, you know, you get to go out and play, you got to go to school, you got to go to different functions. Since we're focusing on music, I actually sang in a group with my younger siblings. And that was a good experience as well. I think that is where it all started musically for me. You know, my dad saw talent in us. My family can sing, so at a young age, you know, I wouldn't say exploit, but he you know, allowed us to embrace and practice what God gave us, the talent that God gave us. So yeah, the experience was great. We sang many places. My dad being an outgoing guy, you know, he would recommend us. Say, we'll go to a different church every Sabbath sometimes. Like, oh, you know, my kids sing or whatever, so you should invite them sometimes, stuff like that. Yeah, that really, you know, gave me the lift off in my journey in music. Now, most kids, I think we can all relate. There were a point in our lives where our parents wanted to find some extracurriculars, and my extracurricular activity, although you have karate and I don't know all of them, but all I can remember right now is karate and music. My parents started me with music. Yeah, I learned how to play music, but unfortunately down the line, after some achievements, my music teacher died, so there was some, you know, there was a gap in, you know, improving music. But my dad being the person who he is, he loves music as well, very into music, and he would sit me down around the piano and tell me that, you know, you can't get up until you get this piece right, or you can't get up until, you know, it sounds right, perfect. After a while, he kind of eased back on that, and then I started doing music on my own. So, you know, watching the YouTube videos, learning from other musicians, different churches who went and stuff like that. But yeah, after the music teacher died, and after that it was, you know, all over my back, I started playing by ear. I don't even know what to say. It's really been something, and to be this far, it can only be God, because I really think I would have given up. But yeah, that is my, yeah.
So over to the communication side. So you're passionate about cinematography.
Right.
Something I recently learned what it is. So for the persons who are out there who don't know cinematography, tell them.
All right, so
what it is.
to put it as simple as it can be, you know, your music videos, your, let's say, like National Geography, you know, those videos where you see like them videoing the distant desert or the forest, stuff like that. It deals with not random videos, but videos that help to tell a story, if I could put it like that. So it has to deal with telling a story. Yeah.
Yeah, and it also looks at maybe in-depth things too.
Right.
While a camera operator just stands there
Exactly.
and does what the director tells them.
You have a lot more space to be more creative and yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what empowers you as an individual?
What empowers me? I think it would be the desire to get better, to do better. You know, sometimes you do stuff and people say, wow, you're good at that, or you're doing a good job, keep it up, stuff like that. But I think it really comes down to you wanting to improve yourself. When there's that need for improvement, you know, you don't care about anything else, you don't care about anybody else, but improving yourself. And as I'm saying, you must stay humble when you're humble. So like, you disappear for a couple months and learn a skill or a trade, or you learn how to do perfect your craft. When you come back, you know, people can't really talk up to you because you spend those months in hiding or whatever to improve, to get better. Yeah.
I love that. I want to be empowered by that. So what encouragement do you have out there for young creatives who just don't want to take that step? They want to learn music, they want to sing, they want to do camera ops or whatever, and they're just afraid.
Practice makes perfect. Now this covers both aspects because you have to practice if you want to get good at keyboard. And also you have to practice if you would like to get good at cinematography. I'm not the best, but I will say I can do a thing. You see me? I can do a thing. So practice makes perfect. I remember when I just started out and I was so scared of showing people what I could do, some stuff. But I mean, everybody starts from somewhere. It's not as if, you know, you're just getting into it and you're supposed to get it, or they download how to do everything, how to perfect the craft in your brain one time. It's something that takes experience over time, and the more you practice, the better it is for you. That's my encouragement. Practice makes perfect, guys. Practice makes perfect.
I love that. I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it from the man himself, Matthew Thomas. I'm your host, Kalia Johnson, and he was here and he will always be here, but you may not see him. Have a wonderful day.
All right. Hello, everyone. I was gonna say welcome back, but hello, because this is the first episode of Minds of Men, and it is one of the new shows that has been birthed into the wonderful world of the explorers. Uh, if I can say the least, just gonna be a couple of guys talking about some topics, whether it's trending or not. You're gonna get a male perspective. So yeah, we're gonna kick off this episode with a bang. With me on set we have Anthony Adorn and Joel Murray. Y'all, say hi and thing.
Hi everyone. My name is Joel. As he just said, but my name is
Yeah,
Joel.
and Anthony, say hello to the viewers.
Good day, everyone. This is Anthony Andorn.
All right, so our topic for today: dating. What is dating? What's dating to y'all, Joel?
Bro, dating is more of the beginning process of a relationship. That's
Okay.
what I consider it as.
Yeah.
The process that you take to learn the person
Right.
and be more acquainted with their personality and just how they are.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
What you say, Anthony?
Basically, it's the time when you get to know the person.
Right.
Some people, I think, confuse dating with relationship, and those are, I think, two completely
Otherwise,
different
I can
things.
say courting.
Courting.
If
Alright.
I want to go biblical, I can say courting.
All right, Pastor.
Yeah.
All right, so on Google here it says dating is a form of romantic courtship, as Joel said, typically between two individuals with the aim of assessing the other's suitability as a partner in an intimate relationship or as a spouse.
And you know, I thought courting was different from dating.
I think it's slightly different because that's when, you get serious on one person. So dating, it date a lot.
It's the same thing if you look at it. Isn't it? I can't really put relationship and dating are the same thing.
Right,
Because
right.
I guess the relationship would be more of an extended process where
Mhm.
you fully know
And it's
one
one
another.
person, not
You
like
see
it's
me?
a
Yeah, for
a
real.
group of
Dating, you know,
females.
you see me? We're not
Right.
dating many females out here.
Right, right.
Right?
So what's your views on So what are your views on dating, both of you?
My views on dating.
Yeah.
I think it's tricky, especially in the society that we are now.
That is true.
It's
That is
quite
true.
tricky because not all women are into the process of getting to know each other. Them just want to rush.
Right.
You get me? So we as men sometimes have to know how to establish boundaries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Yes.
say, alright,
That's important, man.
we are date now, we not take nothing too further than wait for. You
Mm.
get me?
Yeah.
True, true.
I think, as you said, piggybacking off what you said about women not taking it too nicely. I mean, you can't. Alright, let's say you just come out of high school. You can't just come out of high school and you look for wife already. You have to know what you want because high school you're a picnic.
Yeah, man.
Some people get lucky, but high school you're like a picnic. You don't know what you wanted. So coming out of high school, talk to a couple girls, go to the couple girls, nothing wrong. If you decide to take up on your chest for wife of a girl, then it's a you problem. But nothing is wrong with talking to a couple
Yeah.
girls,
True,
getting
true,
to know
true.
them, isn't it?
You see me, you can talk, but you don't have a wife. Up, you see me?
Exactly.
At a young age, you know, you have to make certain say your options are open.
Yeah,
You see me?
right.
You don't want to take up anything what is not ready.
So,
Force right, you see me?
yeah. So, question I know. We never date before?
Of course.
Never dated. Okay. Consistently.
Yes, man.
Alright, what would you do
Like
on
so-
these consistent dates?
Oh, so this is like going out on a date, you mean?
No. Remember
Why?
we said, speaking to other
Dating.
females, getting to know. So,
the way
if
how
it
you
means
phrased that a
like,
while ago.
if it means like, you bring this girl to a concert this Saturday, or a next girl, you have lunch with her, isn't it? What would you consider the ideal date? To get to know a female, a girl.
Ideal date.
Yeah. Remember, not just one, that's courting, not just one, but like, okay, so say you have 5 girls, and you're going to spend the whole week to get to know them. What are you doing for each of them?
5 girls.
Bro, I think
Yeah.
for that, you might have to.
You
You
kind
might
of.
have to move differently.
Yeah.
Because if you're dating 5 girls, bro, you see me?
Yeah.
The 5 of them not gonna have the same type of
Right.
personality,
Okay.
the same type of
That's
reaction
right.
towards certain things.
You
So
get
Yeah.
me? So you can't have one date
You see
to say,
me?
alright.
And yeah, last fit, you
You
copy
can't-
and paste the
Everybody,
date
no,
for
no,
everybody
no,
else.
don't work like that.
You
Don't
know
work
where
like that.
you
That's
know where
stale.
you're
Yeah. If I can say the least, yeah. As I said earlier, it's getting to know a female, so you can't sunset, a girl who is allergic to, I don't know, sun, and you bring her up on the beach, and you do that for every girl,
Yeah.
and them have them own problem with it and whatever. It not really works. So,
So what would you consider?
Yeah.
the-
all right.
What
So
would you
I was just saying 5 girls, right? All right. So talking to them, obviously, I don't know like likes and dislikes. So I'm gonna try to center it around stuff that they would like. So one girl like to go beach. She's not allergic to sun, so we'll go to the beach. Another girl, she probably like music. We'll go to some concert
So you would
or
work off of what they like, not what
exactly,
you like.
exactly.
That's it. Oh.
I mean, if they
That's
want
all.
to take me out, so if they want to take me out, but they would know my likes to do so. But yeah, you base it on what they like, so that
So
if
that
she
all-
might
So-
be the one.
That all
So-
comes
so-
down to knowing the person. as
Knowing
well,
the
and
person.
So
knowing
suppose
Exactly.
what they like is what you don't like.
Well, all right. So that's a
See
good
that gets
question.
very
Okay.
good.
Yeah, that's a good
You have to
question.
consider that too. Yeah.
I would say honestly, getting to know each other before going on the date. Before going on the date, know the express likes and dislikes. So
right.
I mean, if she really adamant, like
Meaning.
I wouldn't say don't care, but slightly don't care, then probably might have to just sacrifice, don't you?
No, Nah, man.
Probably get her back too.
Nah, but
Get her.
honestly,
Yeah, for real.
based on what I would do in a situation. She likes
Yeah.
something that I don't like.
Right.
I'm going to express that I don't like that.
Right.
Because I'm going to always be straightforward.
That is
Because
true.
in a long run,
Is
it will always affect you. So
Yeah.
you might
Right,
pretend that you like something.
it?
You see me? And
It's like you're depriving
I
your
should
own
just take it
happiness.
so we like,
Yeah,
Jono,
she
a
probably
true
thinks
one.
that you
Yeah.
like it. But
True one.
deep down, you really don't like it.
Yeah.
You see me? So what you have to do now is just make her know straight up, say, that not gonna work, but here we have to compromise and find something what
Yeah,
can work.
that
You see
sound
me?
like it, man.
Alright, Joel. Alright, right. So, next question. What is your take on females taking us out? There's a whole controversy about,
Well,
the battle between how women treat men.
mhm.
So, we're just gonna touch the tip of the iceberg, just a little ice splinter. And what's your views on a female taking you out?
First of all, I have no problem with that.
No problem.
I have no problem with a female carrying me on a date.
Yeah.
You see me? Because guess what? I go eventually carry up on a date. So if she decides to treat me, bro, I will actually appreciate her more for
I-
just carrying me on a date. You see me?
Yes, Anthony.
I agree, but there's a big but for me. First date, that's all.
Oh, you said the first date are you?
Yeah.
Well, you can't
Oh,
disagree with
okay.
that. But there's eventually have to be a day when she is have to go and carry me on a
Yeah.
date.
Right.
No, I
That have to go on.
Agreed,
you see me?
man.
That's
That's
true.
just
Honestly, me personally, I feel more comfortable when more often at a time is I plan the date.
Oh, okay, big boss. You still.
A big
Anyway,
boss, man.
so next question.
Just,
All right, we're gonna drift. Okay, we're gonna drift into courting a little bit, right? So now you find a girl and you say, okay, probably marriage, but you say, okay, one girl me talk to one girl, if me go to St. Anne, me say, yo, put on some clothes, you come with me, right? How do you know when it's too much? No, I mean, sorry. When do you know that the girl is the right girl? When do you stop dating and start courting?
I can't answer that.
Bro, that is a tricky question.
Yo.
Because honestly, there's always red flags, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
And at some point in time, you gotta find something where you don't like in the person.
Yeah.
But you have to compromise, isn't it? If you really like the person, and if the person is willing to compromise with you as well, and probably like your dislikes or
Yeah.
things that you like, she likes, and
Right,
kind of
right.
working together.
Mhm.
I think that would be ideal for someone who wants to go to marriage because you both have the same likes, the same dislikes.
Yeah.
Like you understand the
But at
compromising
the same
thing.
time, not gonna always work. Is it?
So, how long you think you could date for until you find a girl? Them say 3 months. You say minimum 3 months because after 3 months you see them true colors, or we see our true colors. It works both ways. But yeah, how long you planning to date for before you start courting, before you find a girl?
And that is
Yeah.
one specific girl.
One specific girl.
It all depends, bro. It might not even be as long as 3 months.
Yeah.
It might be just a
Yeah.
month or even a week, depending on how she is and how she will.
Yeah, right.
you get me?
Yeah, for real.
And if you have the mindset, say you want a relationship and you really like this person,
Right.
it'll eventually speed up. But at the same time, you can't rush it.
Right. Alright,
push
so
it, man, you can't push
Joel, I kind of take with the spotlight. I have a question for you now, Anthony.
Yeah.
How much is too much? Like, you said that you don't mind paying for most dates that you take your girl on. So when you start court now, suppose we want to say every date you have to pay. Like, she never say it, but that's what happens. How do you know when she's not just using it for your money, or
That's a good question.
yeah?
It's a good question. You have me at a... Well, I mean, you'd have to look at, I guess her attitude towards the whole thing. All right, so, for example, let me give you an example, because I'm better with examples.
Alright, yeah, do that.
You have one girl, right?
Right.
You tell a girl, yo, You know, boy, I'm not gonna get paid for now, or I don't have much money right now.
Yeah.
Can't really take you out on this day, but I can take you out on this day.
Right.
And she says, all right, I'll wait till the second day when you get your money. But then you have a next girl, you tell her the same thing, and then she'll say, no, you can still meet me, even if it's just we just sit down and just go sightseeing or something.
Okay.
Compromise.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Compromise. Okay.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I guess you can tell based on their attitude.
I like reactions that you give. I get it.
All right. So just so I get in a couple would you or would you not questions just to see we're on a headspace there, right? So
Okay.
a date night, fancy restaurant or walk on the beach enjoying the sunset.
A fancy restaurant.
Fancy restaurant. Why? Hold on. Fancy
If
restaurant.
I
Why?
pick out of the two,
Yeah, if you would pick out of the two.
it's nighttime. Beaches for the morning.
Oh,
To me.
Okay.
Or during the day.
That's a first.
First.
Joel?
Bro, honestly,
For me.
bro, I'm a romantic, so I would
Yeah.
do the beach
Yeah.
thing, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you'll be able to
I find-
I think you'll be able to know the person more
Yeah.
on a
Really?
romantic
You think the
walk.
beach is more romantic than a fancy restaurant?
I think so.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know, man.
I guess the fancy restaurant, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it all depends, but yet there's crowd. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah,
Oh, crowd.
Well,
crowd,
answer
crowd,
this.
crowd.
Sometimes-
There are a lot
Crowd.
of people there, you might not see who she really is.
Exactly.
Oh.
Because she might
Yeah.
be hidden under
I
the
get-
makeup. You
I
get
hear
what
you.
I'm trying
I
to
hear
say?
you.
So what you would do now is
Preach,
you get
preach.
up on a nice romantic date.
Oh,
Especially if she's
talk when I alone.
introverted type of person.
Yeah, especially if she's not that type of person to always be out in the limelight. You get me?
Yeah.
So you get up on a nice walk on the beach, you get to know her. And you probably get more than that, but we're not going to say.
Right. All right. So, what are you looking for in a female to start courting? Yeah, as I said, we're gonna use the same 5 girls, but
Same
which
vibe,
one?
yeah.
Which one of the 5 would you be looking for them to stand out to you? What you know, personality traits or whatever
So, I
should
mean,
stand out to you before you make the next
Right.
move?
I wanna have a Christian family someday. That's one thing.
You want to what?
I wanna have a Christian family someday, so I
Ah.
want it to be a Christian.
Yeah.
I want it to be somebody who is mature, somebody who is, you know.
I really agree with
Emotionally-
the second point there,
Yeah,
point there,
you know what I
because
mean?
we might not believe it, but a lot of
And
females are
honestly,
not mature.
I can say a lot of
Not
things I
mature
want.
yet.
I want in a female, you know. But I think
Shout out to Kalia.
I think
All right, yeah, sorry. Go on now.
But I think the one thing that I just would really look for in somebody is just somebody who just, I don't know, just know, just believe in me. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
root me on and say, you know what I mean? 'Cause, all right, as a man every day,
Yeah.
you know, you're doing your purpose and you have to stay disciplined. And sometimes, a lot of times, the motivation is not there.
Right, right.
And when you have somebody to just motivate and say, you can do it, that's really empowering.
Yeah, it really does a lot.
You know what I mean? Especially for me.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes I don't have people like that in my life. So having that would really, just somebody who just believe in me, just, yeah.
All right, Joel.
Yeah. For me, bro, as a communication major, bro, communication is key.
Nail on the head.
When she is
True.
when she has an issue,
Yeah.
speak it.
True, because
I will also reply and we will communicate. You get me? So if she's not a communicator, bro, I don't think it will work for me because
big one.
yeah, I have to communicate. I have to understand. I'm not a mind reader.
Can you have some females, they just, what do you call it, passive aggressive?
Yeah,
It's like-
bro.
Then basically
Alright, wait.
make a problem out of nothing.
Or is that,
Right.
yeah, or is like a
But-
case where something is wrong,
Yeah.
and you ask, you know, babes, what's wrong? It's like, oh no,
Oh
everything is
yeah,
okay, everything
exactly.
is okay.
I don't get
Yeah,
that.
man.
I don't get that. And that is really, that really yeah. I don't get
Yeah,
that
that's
because
frustrating.
it really drains the relationship, and then it
yes,
just looks as if
yes.
the guy isn't trying,
So as you said,
or
communication.
he doesn't care.
Right,
But we do care, ladies. We love and support you. So let us know. Speak to us. Yeah.
I also think that a female, I'm not I don't want to sound that way, but I'm just gonna speak it out. Bro. I think in some cases, bro, a female should always be motivating a man.
Yeah.
Yes, man, yes.
Because we go through. It's known that men have more mental health issues.
That is
So
true.
I think we need that little motivation in our lives. And so if she's not that person, I don't think it
No.
would work for me personally.
Yeah.
I need that little
Yeah, me too.
motivation once in a
Yeah,
while.
man, that's true.
That
Cause
little encouragement.
Yes, man.
some of us,
Agree.
it is true because if you realize, right, women speak a lot. So you know, the wife comes home from work and
Well.
the husband comes home as well, and then it's just yabba talk about work, all that, while the husband is just there sitting and listening, right?
And for
But
yeah,
the
go
husband
ahead.
have problems too. It's just that he doesn't express it. You know, he doesn't speak about it like that. And
Yeah.
what you find happening is that all that built up pressure, full up the teacup, it end up overflow. You know, and that's where problems can stem from sometimes.
And you know what happened too? As men, a lot of times, when you hurt us or you say something disrespectful, we're not gonna want to hurt you back.
Yeah.
Or say,
Out of love,
you know
man.
what I
We're
mean?
not go for the low
Yeah.
blow. You see
Right.
me? We always
Exactly.
keep our you see me, our
That's the thing.
humility and we keep
Not all of us, but a lot of us.
You can't tell nothing.
Yeah.
yeah,
So, great pilot episode, I would say. This is covered a lot of points. It was nice having you guys here. If you didn't know, these are mostly the behind the scene guys, but for this segment, we just wanted, the men to speak out, us to express ourselves, because in today's world, with everything going on, a whole heap of things are going on, and you don't get to hear a man's opinion. It's always females, children. But through this segment, we hope to give men a voice. Sound kind of politicsy, but if that's a word, but this was Minds of Men. Thank you for joining, and subscribe, like, and be sure to turn on that notification bell for the Explorer page so that you'll be notified every time we post a video. All right, that's a wrap.